Good morning. Good morning, beloveds. This morning I am feeling to call you in for a little guided meditation, and then I'm just going to open up the oracle channel. And this is how I always go into these sessions, and so I'm just going to do it with you. So we're going to have a guided meditation, and for that you can just simply be where you are. Just be comfortable and allow yourself to perhaps adjust your timing and give yourself permission to have, approximately 10 minutes, maybe a little bit less, where you are going to be uninterrupted, and you're going to allow yourself to be guided into a place where you are receiving and where you are listening. You can listen to the sound of my voice and just allow yourself to go into your own inner regions. That's the entire purpose of a guided meditation, as I see it, is to allow you to go inward. And you'll hear as I do guide us inward, and I'm going to have my eyes closed when I start this process and drop in, and the words come through, and just follow the words, right? Just like following the breadcrumbs, and feel into what rises up through you. Perhaps you will see something with your inner eye. Maybe you will hear something with your inner ear. You will notice something that is beyond words, or a color, or simply just a feeling tone inside your body, or all of the above, right? There's no quote-unquote right way to meditate, and this is a different kind of meditation, right? I'm opening the channel for myself to drop into the oracle space, but I'm also suggesting that this is something you can do for yourself. In fact, I know it is, and that, as I've said before, everyone is a channel, right? Sometimes you're consciously channeling, or we're all unconsciously channeling. We're receiving all of this information from every single region of the galaxy and of our own earthly realms, and the noise and the sound and the color and the light, and we're only taking in a certain amount of that, right, on the conscious level, on the five senses level, and then we're taking in so much beyond what we can even almost imagine, right, in terms of input, right? It's just input. So we're always channeling information, right, through experience, by way of experience, and then we translate that with our embodied experiences, our embodied expression, which could be called personality. And to unlayer personality takes a conscious awakening and awareness that we are allowed to direct our being through this world by questioning. Sometimes it's all the time, it's important to question what we are parroting, right, and what we are repeating in terms of the kinds of information we have taken in since we were born into this particular body, into your particular body, in this time on earth, right? There's been a lot of patterning, a lot of people, consciously and unconsciously, patterning all of us, right? So to unlayer and to start to consciously want to take ourselves back into some original aspect, right? Something that we had when we were inside our mother's bodies, right? And even prior to that, or especially prior to that, right? An original essence is what I'm talking about. So we're going to go down and in, And that's the direction I always start in. Always, always, down and in. My work is called Radical Embodiment, right? Radical. The root of the word radical is root. So radii, root. So to root into our bodies and into this experience of earth and into a connection with and a relationship with our earth, so that we can ground our embodied experience and increase our capacity and really visualize and make a vessel bigger, 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 strong, solid, rooted, open at the top, so that then, yes, to receive the downloads from up and out, even to experience up and out, but from a place of radical embodiment. All right, I'm going to drop in now. I'm going to adjust a little bit because the sun, as the sun does, is, well, the earth is moving around and around, and the sun is responding. So, let's go. So find yourself a nice comfortable spot. You can sit, you can lie down. Lying down is amazing, especially lying flat on the earth or flat on the floor, on your back, palms open. But just find yourself in a comfortable space, whatever is comfortable for you, comfortable to receive. Okay, so softly close your eyes down. Drop your gaze inwardly. Allow yourself to begin to slow your breath way, way down. That would be a slow inhale through the nose, visioning this breath coming up from below you, from below your body. If you're sitting, from below your feet. If you're lying down, feel this breath rising up into your spine, into the back of your body, from below you, from the Mother Earth. Drawing this breath in slow and deep. Drawing this breath in through your nose, long and slow and deep. See if you can increase the length of your inhale, but in a gentle way. Drawing that breath up and in, filling your body, and then loosening your jaw, letting your lips part, and on the exhale, let yourself open your throat and allow or invite this breath to pour forth like a waterfall. Continue this breathing pattern. Deep, long, slow inhale through the nose, releasing like a waterfall with the AHH sound. As you continue this breath, with each long, slow, like honey dripping from a jar as you pour it slowly into another vessel, each exhale, envision a root dropping down from the base of your spine. Seeing that root, imagining that root. Imagining that root dropping down from the base of your spine, through the floor, through whatever you are sitting on, through the floor, down below you, and letting that root make its way down and down and down into the body of our Mother Earth. Into her body, you re-root yourself, allowing yourself to consciously connect to her body, letting that root wind its way through all of the various layers of the earth below you, seeing those sandy layers, those stony layers, perhaps passing through a little tributary, a little tiny rivulet of water running through her body, over and around stones, through beds of decomposing granite, through beds of crystal and gold and all the minerals, decomposing bones of animals passed and around, large roots and small roots of trees and bushes, roots of your fellow humans intermingling. You've already passed through the mycelium of the mushroom beings. Down and down and down your root goes, deep into the body of the earth, into the depth, into the dark, into the comforting, beautiful body of our Mother Earth, who gives us everything, every single day. And everything includes everything. Food, shelter, sustenance, also rising waters, falling lava, shaking, trembling, all of the givings of the earth in response to our expressions, in response to the galaxy, in a response to a call to evolve. Just as we evolve, she evolves. And letting your root drop down to the very center of the earth. Noticing that red hot magma center, and dip your root right into that centerpiece of her body, and allow her to give you that medicine, and watch as it dances its way up your root. This beautiful medicine from the center of her body, dancing up and up and up and up and up and up until it comes right into your body. This beautiful red medicine, this grounding, earthing medicine from her body to your body, rooting you further, expanding you from within, connecting you as a child of the earth. While we are in these bodies, we are of the earth. Allowing this medicine to rise into your body with each inhale. Receiving the medicine, every cell in your body receiving this medicine, circulating this medicine, rooting you, grounding you. Every slow, deep inhale, you're taking in more of this beautiful, grounding, earthing medicine. Allowing yourself to be a part of this experience, to be embodied, to be radically, rootedly embodied. And then allow this medicine to circulate around your body, about a foot outside of your body, and see if you can invite it to increase the vibratory field around your body to a few feet around your body, all the way around, sending this energy, this vivid red earth energy, and see a vessel forming. See your energetic field expanding as a vessel. Notice what your vessel looks like, the vessel of you. Invite yourself to allow your vessel to expand beyond what you think is even comfortable. Notice that you are rooted and grounded still, that your vessel is solid. Solid. This vessel is open at the top, grounded and rooted at its base, and you can expand it and expand it. Feeling rooted and grounded, rise up to the top of your vessel. Allow your attention to rise up to the top of your vessel. The vessel of your body, which expands fully, fully, fully beyond what we think of as the edges of our bodies. And now we call in the energy of the cosmos, of the stars, of the moon, of the sun, of the galactic center of our Milky Way and beyond, calling in the medicine of the cosmos, calling in the new codes, the new downloads, the new information to pour down and in. You may see colors, you may see silver and gold, you may see something completely different, but it's pouring in through the top of your vessel, which would be your expanded, grounded body, letting it pour in and in and in, filling, 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 filling your vessel. Allow it to continue to fill with these new codes of light, with these new codes of information, calling it in from the big love, the big love, the field of beauty, calling this in to fill you up full to overflowing, that you may serve from the overflow, that you may serve from the overflow. And as I open this channel and continue with this channel, continue to breathe, it is this that is the message for us today, that we do not drain our embodied selves to serve. We always fill. We allow ourselves to be filled full from source in order to serve. We no longer play the role of martyr. We no longer play the role of overgiving, overgiver, codependent. We are here to serve from the overflow, from the huge, vast, organized field, the galactic field that is organized in a beautiful pattern. We are here to be translation stations of this pattern. You have a particular pattern to plug into and to allow yourself to be filled, full. The universe, the divine, big love is not stingy with her giving, so do not be stingy in your receiving. Allow your vessel to become as big as you can possibly imagine, and then bigger, that you may receive as much as you need, want, and can have in your container, and then you let it overflow. And from that overflow, you offer generously. This is why we are here. It is to give and to receive endlessly, to give and to receive endlessly, on and on. To consciously give and receive at this moment in time is what is called for. This is the medicine, to remain embodied and to become galactic at the same time, because we already are. We already are that, but we are waking up to it now. As you wake up to it, as you allow yourself to be invited into it, as you invite yourself into it, and it is you, capital Y, in communion, in communication with the all, capital A, giving and receiving, filling full to overflowing. Announcing yourself to yourself. Be the oracle. Embody it. Invite it in a loving way. Big love has everything for you. Everything. Receive and give. Give and receive. And so it is. And so it is. Whew. Okay, we are in full sunlight. So, all right. Sorry about the moving. Okay. I'm going to be in this little shrouded kind of camouflaged light and shadow place here. Thank you so much if you stayed and you allowed yourself to drop in. That was a beautiful deep dive, and wow, love being in that space so much. So I'm sending you so much love, so much appreciation. So much appreciation for you being here in your body, you being here in your body, and allowing yourself to stay and allowing yourself to be present to yourself. That is such an amazing miracle. And I love you. Big, big love.